We're with Jason.
Yo, one with BlackWarGreymon. It's pretty good now. It's actually playable, which is great. It was just awful for so long, and a lot of people were coping, despite me getting OTK'd quite a few times by people playing Greymon OTK in tournaments. But they just got lucky. It's nothing that. Here's a real deck.
Let's see the real profile.
Okay, first off, we're playing black base. We got the 4 Koromon. Red base is really good, but this card's kind of insane. You get like a million draws, so I kind of like it. Like, it doesn't really help you too much with getting your first stack, but for your second stack, you kind of are just always reloaded, ready to keep going and going and going, and it kind of just is much better than the just draw 1 when you attack, which might seem easier to trigger, but a lot of time is harder to trigger in a lot of situations. This card's kind of dumb because you play a lot of raid and blocker stuff, so it kind of just gets you a lot of draws. First,
all turns.
Yeah, all turns.
All turns.
Yeah, it's all turns.
Oh.
So you can raid on your turn, get a draw, and then block on your opponent's turn because all you guys have reboot and get another draw.
I didn't realize it was all turns.
If anyone blocks, all the eggs trigger. So if you have 2 on board and one just on Agumon, you go, yeah, I block with my BlackWarGreymon or something, and then suddenly you're like, yeah, draw 2. Oh, he attacks, raid, draw 2. It just, you're gaming with it.
That is quite crazy.
Okay. First up, 3 of the Searcher Agumon. I think most people play this at 4, but I kind of even want to go down to 2. The Find Greymon and Omnimon, great search there. Add a tie. Like, I play some ties, but spoilers, Yuko's a really good card, and I think your main Tamer that you want to really see. So he kind of doesn't really see everything you want, and he's good, but like he's not as good as he used to be.
Right.
In my opinion. Next up, 2 of the starter deck Agumon. Starter main, gain a memory. When you target change, gain a memory. You can do some turn steal shenanigans with this, and a lot of time you only really need the +1. Like, you just want to be able to push out, gain, like when your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory, go into Greymon, go into Taunt Metal Greymon, and set up the ace play. And it's like he just does that for you. He sets that up. I don't think you need too many copies of him. He's really good, but he's also kind of like not always the best card. I could easily see going up on this to 3. I don't think 4, but we'll see. I really like him when it comes up, but I often, in deck building, am not the most enthusiastic about putting him in there. Next up, 2 of the new Agumon. This card's kind of bad, but you don't have too many black options, especially black-red ones. And it does come up a lot of the time with the starter main, especially if you scramble him out. Yep. You then get to add a piece back, get the start of main, add a piece back. So you pretty much get a full combo back, and like you can just go, yeah, I'm going to taunt you. I've got a new BlackWarGreymon or a new Greymon, like especially to add back the virus, like the restricted Greymon. You can kind of do some insane shit with this card. Like a lot of the time though, it doesn't help with your first stack. His inheritables mediocre. Like 1K's not bad, but it's nothing crazy. The deck has a lot of DP from Tamers, so it's nothing crazy, but he's a solid card, and sometimes he definitely gets you out of a jam, but he's not the best. Kind of your best searcher, but also your worst, the Argu X at 4. 4 cards on play is kind of awful, and a lot of stuff doesn't let you play Argu X, just Agumon that you get to play out for free. But if you have an Argu in the back, push out and go into this guy, his search is insane. You add a Greymon or X anybody in name and any black Tamer. So he finds your Yukos, finds everything. True. If you have the 3 memory and you hard play this guy and then this guy on top, you just find so many pieces, right? The protection inheritable, again, useful, great. That comes up with BlackWarGreymon, and less pieces to find because you can tuck an X anybody later. Or you have some other options for it, but kind of just an insane searcher, and that's really why he's here. You can go down to 3 on him. I don't think you have to at 4, especially if you want to up some of the other ones, run some of the red Argus, because they also got like the free warp Argu if you have a tie. I don't really like him as much because, again, you're not playing as many ties, but he goes on top of him, and that Argu goes on top of the black Korra because it's got Koromon in name.
Okay, cool.
So it all kind of works together, even if you're playing red cards. Next up, 4 of the starter deck Greymon. I kind of hated this card at first, and I put him in at 2 to try.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, yeah, he's okay. He's a decent inheritable. Security comes up sometimes and blocker again. Comes up sometimes and gets you a draw. But he's actually kind of just like really good. And the security comes up like a lot. And yeah, I really didn't like his card at first, but playing it, I'm kind of like, yo, this is crazy. And you can kind of do some really degenerate stuff when you get like a stack like this, and then you go up and you make them attack, and then you block and you gain 2 memory and steal turn, and you kind of just go, okay, my turn, I kill you now. Is kind of insane. Yeah, this is you can do whatever you want with this, but in my opinion, try this card out if you are playing the deck, and then you will see that it's actually pretty damn good, especially when you keep turn, because you can just raid and gain the memory, and you're just basically going in for cheaper with some of your other stuff and getting memory back. And it kind of prints memory with the way the deck's set up, in my opinion. It's low-key very good, and the security effect actually is quite good. The play an Omnimon or tie from trash or hand is quite relevant and comes up. And personally, I'm a big fan of security, of having good Digimon that also have security effects.
Yeah.
It just makes them extremely strong. 2 of this Greymon. I kind of thought this card was really bad again at first. This has become a real theme for the deck. But I realized that this card doesn't care about how many Tamers you have, it's if you have a tie or not.
Okay.
So if you don't have a tie, you can play a tie. So you can play your Yukos, right? Let me make sure I've just not been, yeah. Just want to double check that.
Yeah,
right? Because I'm pretty sure, it just doesn't have any tendency just if you have a tie or not. So if you have a Yuko, you can go into this guy and still play your tie for free. So if you're playing less ties and mostly Yukos, insane card.
Yeah.
Didn't think of it at first, but yeah, absolutely like insane in practice. One of this guy, I don't really like it. I'm just trying out the one. Kind of not super happy about it. Don't have super great options for Greymons with like black box Evos. Like on a lot of the red ones don't have the black box Evo and put you in an awkward spot. You can play red ones, but I'm trying him out. He's not as bad as I thought he was, but he's not as good as I hoped he would be.
Yeah.
Kind of mid. The DP very rarely comes up. Hasn't come up for me at all. The biggest utility I can see of this card is giving yourself DP and then raiding over something, killing it, and then kind of going up the line and doing some other stuff, which is very situational.
Yeah. It's funny you can give your opponent the 3K.
Yeah, to trigger the BlackWarGreymon, but like...
Yeah, it's not going to come up much, but it's funny.
Yeah, you have some other options for it. Yeah. 1 Grey X. I was playing at 2. I cut 1 for this guy. I kept running into the problem of wanting to scramble into a black Digimon, because all my level 5s are black and red, and I'm playing black scramble to play out the black Argus and stuff. And then this guy can't work with it. And it's kind of just like, oh, this is annoying. And you can't get him back from scramble, which is, again, annoying. I like him. He's really good. A lot of times if you find it, it's another way of having protection. I wouldn't cut him to 0 because it does come up and it's nice to have multiple ways of protecting yourself and more cards that give you the protection, and just you can go on top of your other ones, and it's like if you plan out your turns properly, it's not a problem. But sometimes he can annoy you, especially if he's the only one you see, because he has no Argumon black box. You have to be on a red-black Argumon, so you can't go into Argu X. Like sometimes you have one of these and you can't do that, or if you had to go Argu X in the back, it's less than ideal. Like, you can bridge it if you find one of your other Greymons and then him on top, but he's kind of awkward, but he's good enough that I think you have to run him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Broken card, have to run it. Like, nothing else.
No brainer,
Just insane card. If you are adding back from the Argu or Scramble, this is pretty much going to be the card you add back, like every time. Unless he's already on board or in your hand, here's what you're adding back. And if he's already in your hand, you should not be activating your Scramble 9 out of 10 times, because this card's fucking, you want this guy. He too good.
Yeah, he's crazy.
This Metal Grey, the new one at 4.
Let's go.
I was playing it at 3 at first, but this guy's kind of just insane.
I love this card.
Yeah, he's really good. I did like the Rise Grey as well, to play out your Yuko for free, or any of your Tamers, because they're all black.
Yeah.
And the Sec +1 was kind of nice, but honestly, with how the deck plays, you kind of just trash all your opponent's security, and you don't really need to attack. You kind of just kill their guys, raid over them. Like you don't get the trash on your turn when you raid, but like you kind of just control the board, raid, and you get rid of all your opponent's security, and then you kind of like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck, and then you just attack once and just win the game.
Yeah.
Especially paired with this guy, because you have reboot on all your guys. He trashes when a Digimon unsuspends in your opponent's turn, including reboot. So a lot of the time you're just trash too. Like you just trash, they attack, trash, and then you kill them, and then you attack once with a guy. They're at like 1 or 2 security, and then you kind of just put them to 0 next turn. Like it kind of just it kills them. The de-digivolve protection is incredibly important.
Yeah, that is true.
To go into this guy, and then on top, or protoform into him as well, you can do, or some other cards, just so you don't get de-digivolved so you can ace. The DP reduction is nice, but not super relevant. The 6k pop is actually quite nice. I wanted to run the DM Metal Greymon as well for the sec +1 and for the popping, but then I kind of remembered this guy pops already, and I was like, well, I can just go into this guy and he pops. Like if the Metal Grey's a 7k pop, just from his own effects. This guy's 6k. It's kind of close enough. I don't think I'm not looking to pop level 5s with this guy. I'm just looking to pop like floodgates and like junk on the board that gets in the way.
So fair.
So it's really great, and the protection again really great. The star of the deck, the BlackWarGreymon Ace. Insanely good card. There's not too much to say. Usually, popping Tamers is great. Popping Digimon is very relevant. Blocker, the raid, the reboot, like the protection. This guy, hilariously enough, beats a lot of high cost, like high DP, high cost decks, like against Omni and stuff, where it's like if he's on board, Omni you just turn off, he can't do anything, they go into it and you're immune the second they hit the board before their on-play activates, because this is just a passive effect, right? Like if the conditions met, you have that. It's not an activated effect. So the moment they hit the board before the next timing window for an on-play or when digivolving, you're already immune, you've already got the DP, you're already just, try me, mate, and I will kill you. He's insane. Good. I don't think there's a reason. This is the reason why it's BlackWarGreymon, because this card. The other half of the deck, Greymon, who's also basically BlackWarGreymon. I did try out the promo one, but I found you got a lot more trashers, but I found kind of wasn't. You don't really need to taunt that much. If you get a taunt off and you get your ace, or you go into this guy, you kind of done it all. The restand your opponent, so that if they're playing on board, you can raid onto them and set up your DP and piercing is really good. You get the attack after it, so it's like as long as you can keep turn after your Metal Grey, you can just go into this guy, and if you have the game memory, Greymon and Agumon underneath, you gain the memory from raiding as well because you've changed the target. So it's like you can just build a stack like this. You keep turn on the Metal Grey. I go Evo for 4, attack, gain 2, like you've raided. Now you're 18k just from this stack with no other DP, just from the card itself, with piercing, let alone the DP from your Tamers and other immunities and stuff. You don't get the Metal Grey, but he has reboot as well. So like if you've gotten into your Metal Grey X, he will reboot and trash another security. He's also X antibody, so you can X antibody into him. You can attack with this and go into him, which isn't super relevant because he has the blitz, but you can protoform into him as well, which is pretty damn nice. As you can see, my Digimon ratios are a bit lower than most decks. I'm running 11 rookies, 11 level 3s, 9 level 4s, 7 level 5s, and 5 level 6s. I find the deck has a lot of cards you want to run, and you kind of just have a lot of consistency pieces. You don't need to push out turn 2. You can if you see the right stuff, but you don't need to go that fast. So you kind of want to have all the tools that you need and all the search you need, and get everything out, and then you can push out and you have your stuff. And I don't want to have too many Digimon where you're just finding too many of the same level, too many of the same piece that you just don't want. For me, I think the kind of deck you just want to cut the fat and you just want to play it, and you want to get into your line either offensively or defensively. If they have something on board, or if they don't, and just punch them in the face, trash their security, and kind of just dominate the board.
I like it.
Saying that, there are 2 more Digimon. One, I had 1 space extra in the deck, and I wanted a removal option or a removal choice because I found that one of the biggest problems with the deck was if someone has deletion protection and you're only often attacking just once and deleting them by battle, you kind of don't really kill, you often can't kill the person, right? Like if they have evade or something, I raid, I kill them, and then they evade, they do that, and I do nothing, right? I had three kind of choices for this, whether it was Crimson Blaze, which is great for certain decks, but not so great for others. Hades Force, because then you can Hades Force, pop their guy, and some Tamers maybe, and then attack over him, so then you're fine. But I found Hades was kind of bad with the Ace and his 7 cost. Great with Greymon, but I don't know. I'm not sold on the Hades Force, so I decided to run. I like it, but it's not the best, so I had to run Medieval Gallant.
The spy.
Yes, spies. Another way to pop stuff. The big clincher for me was that you can actually evolve into him for 3 on top of your 5. So you can kind of just, I'm going into it, I need to go play him out. It's all good. It's a bit more flexible that way. Sometimes you just kind of need to delete more in a way, and I like him. He's there. He's good card. I think everyone knows that. I think you can easily replace Hades Force with him. Replace him with Hades Force, and the deck will perform just as well. He's quite situational, but when he comes up, he comes up.
Yeah, fair.
The other is Omnimon X.
Win game.
Game ender. One of your pretty much only other choices for removing stuff apart from battle because he bottom decks. Sometimes you get the board clear because you do run X antibodies, so you can actually get the full effect. And obviously, if you have X antibody and you have like Greymon and you attack and you do the last check, you, when attacking, go into him, and then he gets the end of turn, attack again. So you end the game if you take all their security.
Oh, yeah, true.
Just kind of like, all your protection works with Omnimon as well. So it's kind of like a no-brainer to run at least one, in my opinion. Then we get to the Tamers. 2 memory set of tie. The memory set is pretty much the best one. Pretty much your best option for a memory setter. The DP and draw is, again, very good. Helps you find your stuff. Pretty much the one you want to play off your Greymon that plays it for free, or from your security ones, like if you can, unless you need the Argu. Just a really good card, not really much to say. Memory setter, draw, DP, very good. This is one of the main ways of getting your DP so high in the deck, despite because you can easily get to over 20k, 24k even with a deck, and this guy, he really helps get you there. One of this tie, the blocker one, he's kind of okay.
With the CS Greymon.
Yeah,
he doesn't have blocker.
Greymon doesn't have blocker, and this guy gives him blocker. I kind of like to see him as a 2-of, but then it's a bit heavy of a card in my opinion. You see him got a bit too much. Running him at 2, again, I think perfectly reasonable. And there's some great choices you can cut. Again, 1k DP, get the memory back. Just a very good card. Mostly for this guy I'm on, he's there. 1 or 2-of, I would say. I'm liking it at 1, but 2 is also really good. Not seeing him sometimes is awful, and you kind of really want to see him a lot, so it's kind of 2 makes sense, but yeah. And then the reason why we run him at 1, not 2, is because we're playing 3 Yuko Kamashiros. Kind of an insanely good card. She's got the +1 memory at start of turn if your opponent has a Digimon, and then if you change targets, you gain 3k DP and immunity to Digimon effects. So you can use both of these guys to gain the immunity, and you all turn. So you can gain it when you're raiding or when you're blocking.
Yeah.
So you can go, okay, I'm going to raid over you, go immune, piercing through, and with just these 2, you are already 21k.
Yeah.
So you're piercing through an immune, don't care if they ace, don't care really what they're doing, you're just making them hold it.
Yep.
Great with the BlackWarGreymon as well. He already has his own immunity. But to me, a lot of the time it comes up that you kind of just going to attack, raid, use her to make it immune so you don't lose your ace. Yeah. And then if they go into something bigger, if they have more DP, then you're huge anyway. So it's fine.
It's good because, when BlackWar raids and kills something, he might no longer
be immune. Yeah. And she gives you the exactly.
That hole. It's really nice.
She's only for the turn, not until the end of your opponent's turn. Right. So it can be a bit worse. That's why I kind of want you want to see multiple.
Yeah, you want to.
You do have like other forms of protection if something would delete you, whether it's like the
X,
passive protection or
X.
the Argu
All
X,
the
the
Xs.
Grey X, like all the X's.
The red X, the Argu X. There's a lot.
So sometimes, they do it when attacking that would kill your guy, and you go, okay, I use my protection, then I block, then I activate Yuko to make me immune, so I'm not going to get hit for the rest of the turn anyway.
Yep.
And then you're also at least 15k, oftentimes more, and then you're kind of not too worried about it. So it makes it difficult to kill him through when attacking effects as well. You need a lot of when attacking effects that will kill him on the same way, and through battle, he's pretty difficult to kill anyway because of the DP, and if they change targets to raid on him, because he will be standing up because he has reboot, you can then just go, cool, I activate my Tamers, including the tires from the same one, and just give him a million DP, and like you can easily gain a lot, like 3k from each of like these. If you have two, you're already +6, and the tires give you 2k more each. So you can have a setup like this, and you're just like, I gain 3, 6, 8, 9k DP on top of that, so you're 21k without any inheritables, without even activating his other effect.
Yep.
And you're just huge.
Very big number.
The other tamer I run is 2 Cool Boys.
There's a lot of X's. So.
There's a lot of X antibody in your deck, and he searches based on trait, so you can also add Greymon. So he basically searches at least one Digimon of every single level in the deck.
Omnimon.
Yeah, and Omnimon, that's true.
Damn.
So he searches one Digimon of every single level in the deck. And you do play a good amount of X antibody cards, so he kind of comes up like annual X antibody option, but you do play a good amount of levels, so you can actually get the draw and memory. Especially nice with Metal Grey X, because sometimes you want to go into anybody still 1 on top, and then Cool Boy just kind of covers that for you.
Yeah.
Not a card you have to run, but in my opinion, quite a good card in general overall. Easily could go up, easily could go to 0. Pretty much just a very good search. 2 regular X antibody. I was running more protoforms before, running 1 protoform now. I was running 3 protoform, 1 X, and then I went to 2 and 2, and then I kind of, when I added the Cool Boys, I cut it down because I was finding them a lot easier.
Yeah.
I went from really, really liking the protoform. It is a very strong card, especially if you're using it to go into Greymon for 1 cheaper, or Metal Grey X, or as a way to go into one of your level 4 X antibodies, including the Virus Grey X, because then you go into it for 2, is very good. But because you have so many bottom deck and X antibody protection choices, this one's just kind of better. The attack, like the Pseudo Blitz, is not really super relevant, but being able to tuck it under your already existing level 6 stack just for another set of protection is just kind of really good. I think you can run any ratio of protoforms to X antibodies in this deck. They're all very good. I'm not sure if everyone knows the interaction between like these inheritables and protoform, because it kind of makes the deck, it kind of makes the card miss out on what it really wants to be doing. Because if you have it like under this one, they both trigger at the same time. So if you want to trigger X antibody first to add a piece, you go, oh, I'll add this and put X antibody on top of my security, but then you can't protect yourself with this one. So all you do is just let your stack die. And if you want to protect it with X antibody, you bottom deck the X antibody, and then you protect it, but then you have no protoform. The protoform misses its timing to add a piece back.
Yeah,
so protoform kind of has some anti-synergy with these. I think if you play more of the red base with this guy, you have complete synergy because you can pop your other one and then add a piece back and put protoform on top when that happens, which isn't something you necessarily always want to do anyway, but it is not optional, so you have to do it. And when you protect yourself, it can put you in some awkward situations, but protoform has a bit of anti-synergy with the deck, despite being an insanely strong card.
Yeah.
Then we run 1 Black Scramble. I was at 2, but as the aforementioned problems with the red ones, I went down to 1. Can go to 0, can go to 2, especially if you want to cut all the red cards, go to 2. Can easily, if you want to play red base, swap this to red deck, to a red one, and just change a couple cards. But Black Scramble, good. Usually you can use it. And then 4 Garnet Memory Boost just to find all your pieces. Doesn't find your Tamers, but the deck does draw quite a lot, especially with the Koromon. And that's really it.
Oh yeah, thanks for the profile, man.